Hey guys, today I'm going to show you guys how to draw hair blowing in the wind. And here you can see two examples, and I just want to make this clear, they are not in the same universe. If they were in the same universe, this guy would be shorter than her and also a little bit too thin. But they're not in the same universe. So let's get started. First off, we're going to start with the girl. And the way I like to start drawing hairstyle is that I draw this chunk of hair beside her, and you just have to pick a direction. In this case, I want the hair to blow from right to left, so from right to left, and you just draw the hair like you normally would, but you just make it them flow naturally to left. Okay, so normally it would go down like this, and then I just curl it up like to left. And the way you curve it is that the line in the beginning, it follows the line that it would without the wind, and then the further it gets to the end of the hair, the more it is being pushed toward left. Okay, so first off very straight and then push towards left. That's how it works. And then I'm just gonna make when the hair is being blown out by the wind, it normally divides itself into many lines and chunks like this. So that's just how it's going to work. And actually, it looks a little bit too plain if they're all blowing like the same way. Normally when the wind is blowing from right to left, their hair like to go like this, flowy like this. Okay, so the way you make this shape is that one line goes like this and the other go like this. Okay, and then another last one to make this a little bit random. And that's pretty good, I think. And okay, so I'm just going to give her a ponytail. So it's going to go up like this. This is going to be her bangs, and then everything is going to go backwards like this. I'm just going to make this the edge for her hair, because it's going to be tied towards the back, and then it's a ponytail. It's not going to be blown that much by the wind anyway, so I'm just gonna make this line very early. Okay, as for this side, I'm just gonna make the same thing, but to make it a little bit more random, just make sure it doesn't look the same way. Again, don't just have one curl, but if it's long, then you should have a flowy, wavy shape like this. Maybe a little bit too much, I think. I'm actually not sure. Whatever. Just like this, and then and also just remember that not all lines need to follow this wavy shape, because it just has to be a little bit random. Nature is very random. And I think we're done with the two what is called these two hair that goes in front of the ears, whatever. And now as for the inside, because hair is blown, I mean this is gonna be blown a little bit to left, but the bangs, they're kind of I don't know why, but it's just kind of like a hairstyle, but it likes to divide from this chunk of hair. Okay, so I'm just gonna have a space here without any hair, and then it's just gonna go like this. Okay, so one very important thing to remember when drawing this part is that it should be as irregular as possible. And this bang is very, you have this many, what is called tops, or what is called these things. Okay, you have many of them, and you should try best to make them as irregular as possible in order for them to make natural. I feel like a lot of beginners, they draw it too regularly, that that they don't look that natural. And it's a little bit hard. I think I did it wrong, because hair's being blown from right to left. You just have to make everything curl a little bit to left. But once again, as I've always said in all my videos, it should go from kind of like a root point and down there. And the same thing applies here. It's just that towards the end, it's being blown to left. So like this. Not bad. I think this is pretty okay. Man, shouldn't have drawn this guy, because now I have to touch it with the back of my hand. Okay, whatever. There you go. And we don't have to draw it all around. It's just gonna look a little bit weird. Just leave a little bit of space there. And then I'm actually gonna give her hair a little bit more volume than I did, like this. And then we're not gonna see, you know, where it's gonna be tied. The ponytail is gonna be around here, I think, like at the back of the head. But here the wind is gonna blow it to left, so it's gonna go like this. Okay, so around here it's gonna go like this, a wavy shape. Okay, so down there, up here, and I'm just gonna make the end of the ponytail, it's gonna look a little bit like this. Also, one thing that's quite important to know is that, you know, one kind of like a technique to make it a little bit look make the hair look a little bit curly is that it doesn't have to curl all the way. You just have to have a very curly tip. If you guys can see this, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Now, this very curly tip is going to make the hair look a little bit curly. And when it's being blown out here, it's normally a little bit more curly than it normally is, because no, this girl has a fairly straight hair, as you can see. But if you just add this, it makes the hair look a little bit curly and therefore a little bit flowy. That line was a mistake. Not because, you know, this chunk look a little bit too big to have nothing inside. I'm just gonna add some random lines. That's kind of like, you know, I don't know, the shadows inside the hair. It's just gonna be like that. And then maybe one last thing that's going out from it. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna add it like that. And I think we're done actually for these hairs. So if we just zoom out a little bit, oh sorry, looks pretty good. We just have to shadow it, I mean give it a shadow, and then it would look pretty natural actually. I think I did a good job, you know. But you know, the way you shadow your hair is the same way as you would do without hair blowing on it, so it's not really a focus of this video, so I'm not gonna spend too much time doing the shadow. I'm just gonna be quick and make this thing. Okay, I'm just gonna make these lines a little bit clearer for you guys to see. Okay, and it probably has shadow all the way like here. And the same thing goes for here. Does it have, no, it's, we're gonna see the forehead here. And also gonna add some very, you know, shadow that looks like hair itself, like this, those spikes on this part, and also a very large shadow here, probably. Pretty good. Whatever, I think we're done. Or maybe just one more touch, final touch, like here, shadow. Now then we're done. Okay, let's get on to, you know, the guy. You know, it doesn't really have to be a guy. It's just like a short hairstyle for you guys to see, you know, the difference, or just an example for you guys to see, to make reference of, I think. So I'm gonna just start with the same part again, this part, but you know, since this guy has a fairly short hair, it's not gonna be blown that much by the hair, by the wind. A little bit, you can see a little bit, the tip being pushed inside. I'm gonna zoom in a bit. The hair is gonna be pushed a little bit inside this line for the end of the face, for the boundary of the face. And the same thing goes for hair, it's gonna be pointing a little bit outside the boundary of the face, like inside the ear. And I think I just have to draw the ears a little bit clearer. And then I'm just gonna continue doing this part. It's going to be not a very short hairstyle. It's gonna be covering the forehead a little bit too. And here it's gonna be blown outside of this hair, okay? It's gonna be blown over it. So this chunk of hair is gonna be covering this part. And then I'm gonna draw it a little bit harder so that you guys can see this. I always forget it. So they look a little bit regular, so I'm just gonna make these really small lines. I'm gonna just pick this point probably and then just draw these lines out of it. Again, I'm just gonna make this irregular by having one point, one of these trunks being a little bit long, and also this is wavy, and then it points towards the right instead of the left, because this one and this one points to the left. And again here, but it has to be blown a little bit more to the left. I think I'm kind of failing right now. No, I think it's a little bit too bad. I'm going to erase a part of it, like here, and I'm just gonna be very exaggerating right now. Blow it like this. Okay, that's pretty good. And then that one is gonna be like that. So no more chunks in the middle, just like this. And then this one being blown more, way more. Okay, that's pretty good. And then as for the top, it's not going to be as round as this one, because this one is being tied, you know, it's being tied, so the hair doesn't have, it can't be blown. But this hair, there's nothing tying it, so it can just blow out from the head like this. And then another one. And then I just gonna have this line and then another line that's under it. So this one is gonna be blown like kind of inside of the hair again, like blown out and then into the hair. And then here you just don't have something because it's being pushed towards the head, okay? And as for this part, actually I'm gonna zoom a little bit. In a little bit, okay. And then as for this side, it's gonna be just blown very much to the left. So like this. And then, okay, so as you can see, again, the wavy nature, up and down and up again. He has a very long hair right now. Yeah, whatever. It's pretty good, actually, I think. I think that was a little bit too exaggerated. I'm just gonna reduce its size to like this. And then, you know, it just looks strange to have these triangular shapes, so I'm just gonna give him some more spikes like this. And I think that's pretty good. So if you just zoom out now, it looks pretty good. What we really need to do now is just to add shadow, because I think we're done with this one too. Actually, you can add a little bit more, like, oh, that was wrong. Like, you know, just one line that's gonna be one strand of hair, but it's not really required. Oh man, fuck him, I'm fucking it up. Okay, whatever, I'm just gonna leave this on like this. And I'm just gonna add some shadows. Again, it's not the focus of this video, so I'm just going to have it very quick, like this, like this. Also some shadows for the ears, and then this part is just going to be have a lot of shadows like this, and then this whole part is going to be, because I'm imagining the light from the side where the wind is blowing. So, and then under each one of them, some this part too, and that's done. And as for this girl, I actually want to, and for this guy, I just want to be a little bit creative, give it a color. It's not really a color though, because it is black and white, but just a shade for the whole hair. And I'm going to add some more shadows to the bang, and we're done. So we just zoom out already, and we're done. So that's how you draw hair being blown in the wind. And you know, the reason I made this video is actually because I think that you know, when a lot of people they draw people, and beginners, they draw people, and then the hair is just going to be very regular, it's just flowing down. But actually, in most situations, like in anime or manga, the hair is actually being blown a little bit, and there's motion in the picture, so it's kind of a little bit useless to be able to draw hair like without wind blowing it. And it's actually very useful, because in most situations the hair is actually being blown, and it also adds a little bit more, you know, action to the picture. So I think it's a very important skill. And hope you guys learned something new. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.